everybody. Right now we're here with Mr. Boyd, who is doing my shirts and hats. You'll see him on the channel. But we're so excited about him. He's a brother of my brothers in the Lord and done a fantastic job. He's owning his business. But tell everybody real quick how young you are when you got started.
Man, I'm going on year 16 of running a live print shop. I've been running this for 16 years. I'm only 33 years old. So I started printing t-shirts in 2008 when I was 16 years old for one of the companies you're a part of.
Wow.
They would do a convention every few months, and staff needed t-shirts, and we would do team t-shirts for that. And it started in my parents' garage, and now we're in 20,000 square feet. We got 40 full-time team members.
Wow.
We're printing for startup brands, Fortune 500 companies. We just did all the merch for the Pro Bowl in December that just happened. So this was just an idea, and it completely became more than that. It's a dream. So this is our dream every day.
All right. Well, listen, why don't you give us a little quick tour, everybody? So let's look at what he's done in 16 years, starting off as a young entrepreneur, and has done quite well. So
So what we do every day is, we print custom merch. So we do a lot of heat transfers, creating just custom t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats. We have a large screen printing department, and this is printing 500-600 t-shirts every single, sometimes an hour. We're printing up to a few thousand shirts a day. And so in the back, we'll run over there. That's where we do all of our embroidery, the hats, the stitching. And so I guess let's go for it. So this is very, very cool. We're going selfie style on it. Yeah, so man, welcome to a live print shop. This is super cool. We make custom t-shirts, sweaters every single day. We're getting set up right now. Just came back from lunch. It's so awesome to work on this project with Mr. Al Thomas, doing all of his merch. We pretty much set up orders every single day. So everything that's gonna go to print, t-shirts, sweatshirts, these are all set up. They got their templates on it. And Mr. Al Thomas, we're working with anybody. I mean, we're working with doing doing your merch for a startup new channel. We're doing school spirit stuff. We're doing high level clothing brand. That right there is all for Marshall & Lynch's clothing brand.
Show that.
So can't show too much of it.
Not
the whole conveyor.
The conveyor.
Yeah, shirts just come off and go through, and all the ink is cured, and so that way it looks great. Here, I'll give this back to you. And then the other part, which is really big, is we do a lot of embroidery. So all of our embroidery machines are here. It's actually taking the thread, pulling it in, and it's stitching the logo right on the shirt, the hat, the polo shirt, the jacket. It's awesome. Just how you have it on your shirt.
Right.
The machines are just doing that all the time. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man. This
is
to go from my parents' garage to this. It took us 15 years, but we're shooting for breaking 8 figures in sales this year, so it's gonna be a big year.
Wow, that's awesome. Folks, there you have it. All things business on the channel. We thank him. Matter of fact, we're going to sit down and do a part 2 to this, and you can have a little chat with him. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, here we go. All right, Mr. Boyd, will you share with us a little bit more with part 2, everybody?
Welcome to the office. Have a seat.
Wow, look at his office. It's beautiful. Cats and chairs. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your history and what got you started and how everything just worked out for you, sir?
Yeah, man, I had this idea in high school that I thought it'd be really fun to print t-shirts. And it started because I was walking down the hall at school one day, and this kid was wearing the same exact t-shirt as me. And I was like, oh, this is not original. I want to make something that was unique. So I had that idea, and then I got my first job. I worked at a t-shirt printing company just cleaning up ink every day after school. And I just thought, man, I think I can do this. I think I can build this thing. And, luckily through people I met at church and different friends that needed merch for their business, we started really, really small in my parents' garage with the manual press, printing t-shirts for sales conference events. And man, that's been 15 years ago. I think all I feel like I've done is just not quit. that's been the whole thing, is like, I've just not quit, and then just every year build up a little more. I mean, it took us, my dad actually made this thing for me. It's up here on, he gave it to me at Christmas, because 2018 was the first time we broke $1 million in revenue.
Wow.
So in 2008, I did a whole $450 in sales after I borrowed $2,000 or $3,000 from my parents, and I was worried I'd never pay them back at that rate. And then it took me about a solid 10 years from 2008 to 2018 to build a team, learn how to sell, learn how to build teams, learn how to perfect the process and get good at what we were doing. And it took us 10 years to go from $400 in sales to $1 million in sales. And once we got it down and learned and had the personal growth, we doubled the next year and went to $2 million. And then every year since 2008, we've added $1 million in revenue every year. So it's been crazy. It's been a dream.
There you go. Tell the audience how many people you employ now, sir.
Yeah, now we're about 40 full-time employees, which I always think no contractors. Everybody's a full-time W-2 employee, and that's huge because I love payroll. Payroll is my favorite thing because every time when we're doing payroll, I look at how many hours everybody worked combined, and I know I could never do that on my own. Like when I look at like 1,200 hours that was worked on that payroll, I go, man, that's people that give us 1,200 hours of their time.
Wow.
For our vision and our goal, and we just love making great merch for people.
Yeah. Why don't you tell our guests and our audience how you and I know each other a little bit?
Yeah, I think originally met you through church. I knew you were doing some sort of business. I didn't know that. All I heard was this guy owns a bank. That was that's everything I said. Owns a bank? Who owns a bank? I didn't know anyone could own a bank. And then I met you at church, and then my dad would go speak at conventions, and he would do the morning church service before, and I would always see you there and see the teams, and then you're just one of the people in my life that was every time I saw you, always you just feel it when people are a certain way. You feel just presence of God, you feel just the joy on their lives, and so I always like, man, people like you and other people are like, those are the people I want to be around.
Yeah, well, I'm so proud of what you've done. So I'm gonna get out of here, folks. I'm gonna walk downstairs. I'm gonna keep the camera going so we can look at your place downstairs a little bit.
Perfect.
And we're gonna close it out in just a second.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for your time. God bless you. Folks, it's been great. Look at this place. I just want to share with you his store here. It's my first time here. He's doing all of my gear. And here again, it's a live printing shop here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And there's his office and his area. Brother Paul Kim's over there. How you doing, Brother Paul Kim? And I'm going to walk down the stairs and show you the downstairs part of the place. And then we'll be done. And I just can't believe the beauty of this place and all the things they do here. I mean, you name it, hats, shirts, jackets, pots, pants, I mean, whatever you want to do. So just want to give you a glimpse of it. And she's over in the corner working. And look at this place. Purpose your passion. I love it. Build your brand. That's what we're talking about. And I'm building my brand. Take care, everybody. Share it.
I love that you're putting these out every single time. I'm like, man, there's such...